this is George. This is going to be part 2 to the video I just did of records I got in trade credit from the record store over the course of 2025. I seem to be tripping on my words a lot today. Anyway, this was just going to be the singles I got, but I realized I forgot to show an album. So that is this really pristine UK copy of The Gift by The Jam. This kind of seems to maybe split Jam fans a little bit. I don't think it's their best, but I think it was, certainly a good send-off. Precious, Just Who Is the 5 O'Clock Hero's great. Ghosts, Running on the Spot. Carnation, Town Called Malice, obviously. Yeah, this is a great record. I did have a US copy of this, and that's already got traded in. I took a couple weeks ago, took a box of records and some CDs to trade in as well. But the big reason I wanted this one, it's so stinking dorky. It came with the original, isn't that cool? The original gift bag it was in when it came out. So I think this only came out with the very first pressing. I don't think I've seen anyone show this other than Richard McCook, and he still has his that he bought when it came out. But God, it's so dorky, but I thought, man, that's so cool. I don't know how I'm going to store this. It doesn't fit in any record shelf. I put a stiffener in it, so it would kind of stay, I don't know if you can see that, so it would kind of stay flat. But I got to figure out what to do with this because I don't want to get it banged up. But dorky, but man, I saw that sticking out of the new arrivals, and just by the top of that, I knew what it was. I was like, oh, wow, I got to have that. So, but I don't need to, so I traded in my US copy. Anyway, this is going to be the singles now. These first two were dead stock from Sympathy for the Record Industry, and they're both Mummy singles. This first one is You Must Fight to Live on the Planet of the Apes. I think maybe the best Mummies release. If you only have one record, album, or single by the Mummies, I think it's this. And then they do, what else do they do? They do I'm Down by the Beatles. And Whitecaps Part 2. I can't remember what that is, but really great single. And the other one that they had was, I think Sympathy only put out 2 Mummies singles. But that's Mummies versus the Wolfmen. And this is great. This has the Mummies cover of Land of a Thousand Dances, which is really fantastic. Oh, and this is the one where they do Victim of Circumstances by, oh man, who did it originally? Roy, I can't remember. I'll put a note. But this, the art on this was done by Coop, and it really stands out from the other Mummy singles because it's in color. I think this is the only thing they've put out that's in color, and it's got like a comic book in it. It's got there it is, drawing of Long Gone John, and so that's pretty cool. So those were all dead stock from Sympathy, but these were also dead stock, and I don't know how he got these. He had 3 of each, and they're dead stock Ramones singles. They're just absolutely pristine and unplayed. This first one is Rock and Roll Radio with the great, what's the B-side again? I can't remember. I Want You Around, which is, I think, only on the Rock and Roll High School soundtrack, but man, that's got to be one of my favorite Ramones songs. And then Rockaway Beach. And once again, you have 3 each of these. And this, if I remember right... Oh no, this isn't the promo. This is just the standard issue of this with Locket Love on the B-side. kind of interesting how there's a different cover of Leave Home there. And then the last one, Ramones Dead Stock, is a promo copy. So it has Sheena as a punk rocker on both sides. But man, I was so excited. And he had 3 each of them. I was surprised how slowly they went too, because I guess I was the first one to look at them. And it took a while for the rest of them to sell. And then he also had like 5 copies of I Want to Be Sedated, the one that came out for Ramones Mania. And then he had a promo copy of Blitzkrieg Bop, which was really expensive. And then like some weird German Ramones picture sleeves. These are just the standard Sire versions. But yeah. Ramones. And then these last 3 here were from, let me see if I can pronounce it right. Where is it? Bruce Roehrs, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He was a columnist in Maximum Rock and Roll who passed away. And I was able to get, well, he got in the record store I go to, got in some records from his collection. They all come with this cool sticker and little bio, which I think is pretty neat to do if, you know, someone passes away and records were that important to them. There was a ton from his collection that were so expensive that even with store credit, I couldn't, wouldn't even have really made a dent in. There was originals of The Lewd, original Pagan singles, trying to think of other ones. I think an original Plug single, shoot. Anyway, there was some really, really crazy sort of Killed by Death stuff, and I can't remember all of them. But the ones I was able to get that were pretty affordable, and then once again, store credit. This first one is the Dead Boys. That's such a weird Dead Boys sleeve, but this is, I can't even remember. It's on Sire, and it's Tell Me, and Not Anymore, and Ain't Nothing to Do. Excuse me. So yeah, that was the first one. The next one, this is really cool, and this one was, it was pretty cheap, really. It's a bootleg reissue of Chan Romero, Hippie Hippie Shake. Hippie Hippie Shake was, well, it's 2 A-sides. It's Hippie Hippie Shake and My Little Ruby, which were A-sides of 2 of his singles, but those are incredibly expensive. But Hippie Hippie Shake, the Beatles cover on, oh, what's that one record? Live at the Cavern Club, is that it? Anyway, so that one was cool to get, because you're never going to own the original of this with the price on Discogs. And I don't think the original has the cool picture sleeve. But this one was pretty cheap. I probably still would have bought this one without store credit. And then the last one, kind of bringing it back around, is the Mummies, Shitsville. This has Do the Kirk. It has That's Mighty Childish, and it has, what is it? Yeah, they do a cover of A Girl Like You. And this is, I think, if not the first, one of the very first Mummies singles. It's not on Estrus, it's on Regal Select, which is not a label I've heard of before. But yeah, I was just ecstatic to see this one. I guess this is the less, I mean, not to me, but the less desirable copy of this. There's one that goes for a lot more, where the sky is blue in the background, and there's like some stuff on the motorcycle that's a little colored. But yeah, this is great. I think one of their first, if not their first single. I think I've got about half of the Mummy singles now. The rest of the ones that I need are pretty up there in price, like Stronger Than Dirt. But yeah, really cool to get that one. So anyway, yep, that was all the records I got in trade this year for 2025. I've already gotten a few more this year in January through trade, so I'll probably do a video. I don't know if I'll wait till the end of the year again, but sometime. So anyway, yep. Thanks for watching. Bye.